Hi. Last episode, I left you with a question. How did these settlements become one republic? Because this is the part we tend to skip over often. We jump from the settlers arrived to Liberia became independent. But it didn't happen overnight. By 1840s, there wasn't just one colony along the coast, right? There were several places like Monrovia, Greenville, Buchanan, and all the other places had developed at different times. Some were established by the ACS, while others were connected to smaller colonization groups. And each settlement has its own leaders, their own challenges, and way of operating. They were not yet one nation. They were separate communities just trying to survive and build a future together. But over time, a bigger question started to emerge. Could we remain separate forever, or do we need to come together as one country? And there were practical reasons behind this push. Because at a certain point, ACS began to reduce its support, and the settlement needed more control of their own future. And internationally, other countries were more willing to trade and form relationships with recognized countries rather than collections of colonies. So the idea of being a one republic, it just started to grow. But bringing together different settlements required leadership. And one of the people who became central to that process was Joseph Jenkins Robert. He was a free Black American who had migrated to Liberia, and he later became the governor of the colony. He played a major role in helping Liberia move from separate settlements toward United Republic, because a constitution had to be written, the government had to be created, and decisions had to be made about how the new country will look like. But here's the question that stayed with me. While these leaders were deciding the future of this new republic, who was part of the conversation? Because this land was already home to the indigenous community who had their own societies, leaders, and history. Because the creation of Liberia is just not about a story of a new nation. It's the story of power, identity, and who had the voice in shaping that nation. And the question will follow Liberia long after its independence. So before we get to July 26th, we need to understand the people who shaped the road to independence, the leaders, the decisions, and the choices that created the Liberia we know today. But see you